What a moment. We are so happy to have Taylor Fritz back on our desk for a fifth time. That means you are the champion, Taylor. Congratulations.
5 times. Wow.
Amazing effort out there. A lot of folks, including your coaches, didn't think you were even going to play today, and then you end up holding the trophy. What are the emotions that you're feeling?
It's just, it seriously doesn't even seem real. Like I said it before on the court, like this is like a childhood dream, that one of those crazy ones that you don't think's ever going to happen. But like I really can't describe it. I don't think it's even really set in yet. It's just like it's such a dream come true.
Yeah, most of the time, Mike Russell and I and Wolf talk to you a lot about staying in the moment. Not many bigger moments than playing someone like Rafa Nadal in the finals of 1,000. How did you process that while your ankle was not great and so on and so forth throughout the match?
I mean, my ankle really felt fine throughout the whole match, so I could just focus on the match and focus on the game plan, which was just trying to attack and be aggressive and just take my game to him as much as possible. And I was pretty shaky on that first match point I had on his serve. My legs really didn't move at all, and then
he hit a great serve wide and not much you were going to do about that one.
I could have taken a couple steps and maybe hit a stronger return. I kind of just hit a really pushy return.
Mike Russell's other coach shaking his head over there once again.
No, but on the last match point, I obviously was very nervous, but I made a very clear plan of what I was going to do. So if I messed it up, then at least I'd be content with my decision. If I was just going to make sure I made the first serve, and if I got a chance to take the forehand line, I was going to take the forehand line.
That's perfect. It's hard to stay in the moment and do that, especially in that situation. At any time, you fought off a lot of break points in the second set.
Yeah.
What were going through your mind in those situations when you're down break points and that kind of wind?
A lot of the times that Rafa got those break point opportunities on me, it was from him doing some crazy thing that Rafa does. He wins these crazy points, maybe whips a forehand line winner, like stuff like that. So I kind of just told myself to it's really demoralizing when someone does that to you and you feel like you didn't really do anything wrong. I kind of just told myself to try and roll with the punches, and if I can dig out these games, it's going to make such a big difference because he's used to kind of pulling those games out and winning those games. So I just try to stay in the moment and just keep fighting off the break points.
Taylor, I want you to take us through your day from what happened at that morning practice until getting up on that court.
I mean, it was such a roller coaster. Paul was there for the second half of it.
Our breakfast was, this is what tricked me. I'm going to let him talk after this. But what tricked me is we had a fine breakfast. All of our friends from Netflix were there just, hanging out with us. And we had a nice breakfast. I was like, my foot's a little sore, but I think it should be okay.
I hadn't really tested it.
And then I leave. We're doing the show, and I get 400 texts. I heard Taylor's not playing. I'm sitting there going, what? Taylor's not playing. I'm in the show during our commercials.
Yeah,
and,
so walking around, oh, my God, do we have – no way. We actually have the footage.
That's what happens when you warm up on center court. You keep no secrets, my friend.
Oh, jeez.
So tell us what you're feeling now, Taylor.
So, yeah, I mean, that where I just draw – there's no audio, but, I – literally screamed out loud, and I was actually trying to act tough because we do have the cameras here. I probably would have screamed louder if there wasn't. It probably looked like I was overreacting, but could have possibly been one of the worst pains I've ever felt.
Worse than your knee at the French Open?
Not even close.
Really?
Not even close.
Different kind of pain.
Not even close. This was so sharp, and I'm so upset. I'm literally so upset here because I think that's it for me, and. Today was an emotional roller coaster. I thought it was fine because, I don't know, I knew I tweaked it yesterday, but I have these things happen all the time, and then I'm just better the next day. It's kind of just a weird thing that I'm fine after I rest it, and that just wasn't the case. When we were talking at breakfast, expected it to be fine. I was like, yeah, I feel a little bit, whatever, but definitely wasn't prepared for that, how it felt the first time on the practice court, and so it just went from yeah, there's no chance I can play, to doing stuff, to, oh, maybe we feel a bit better now, maybe there's a chance. And then when we went out back to that the back court to practice, that's when I actually got a huge smile on my face, and I was like, I think I can play. I really think I can play.
Yeah, the challenge for us, for me and Michael and Wolfgang, is, are you trying to pull the wool over our eyes? Because we know you want to play. We know your heart as big as it comes, and that's why as we talk we're thinking about the what ifs behind it, but ultimately it's your body. It's your body. No one knows it better than you. What made you get to the point where you feel like, you know what, I'm here. If I can't play Miami or I've got to miss a couple tournaments, I'm in the finals, I'm giving this a go?
I just really felt like when we were on the backcourt hitting, I just really felt like I was good enough to at least try. And I think if I, just the way I am, I'm so, I apologize to you for how stubborn I am. You have to deal with it all the time. But I just felt like if I feel the way I feel right now on the second time we went out and I don't give it a go, it's going to really bother me for a long time that I didn't at least try. So
I mean, these are the moments, and we talk about process and journey, and you hear me all the time until I'm blue in the face and you're blue in the face about another step and another moment, and it's about playing the right way. Well, you played the right way this whole week. I want to know what's transpired since last year here, last fall to now. When you think of all the big wins you have, and you think of how many times you've beaten top 15 players, why is your average level better? How much of it's mental and how much of it is actually strategic and technical?
A lot of it's mental, just like the belief that it's where I belong, and I don't even need to be playing that good to be at the level. I think mentally I thought that I have to always play well to play in the 10 to 20 area, and I think just like the belief that I can do it on not my best day, but also just my level in general has gone up as well. And that's where the belief comes from. We had such a good off season. I finished the year playing so well that I was able to kind of keep that going through off season and build on a lot of the things that we were doing right. So just the level of tennis has gone up, and then also just the belief and the confidence has gone up as well. So it's a combination for sure.
Listen, this is going to build to more and more and more. We've got Miami coming up. What do you think about going to Miami with the way you're feeling?
It's really tough to tell because I can't go through the process I went through this morning to take the court today before all my matches in Miami. I actually need to go fully healthy. So we're going to MRI it tomorrow and see where it is, and we'll see obviously how stubborn I am. I really want to go play Miami, but we're going to have to see where it's at.
Paul, what are you going to tell him for that?
Got to listen to the experts, right? We'll see what the doctors say. We'll see what Dr. Wolf tells us to do, and then we'll go from there. But
yeah, exactly.
This is a moment of joy. I mean, you beat one of the greatest gladiators we've ever seen in a huge arena. Both of you guys wobbled a bit. You knew Rafa was a little wobbled. You're wobbled. That's about willpower. So for me, I'm unbelievably proud of what I saw in you. But two things. One, it was my birthday today.
I know.
Okay, so that was a nice gift to give me. And two, I know I'm an afterthought. I'm the old guy. I'm not there 24/7. But there was no thanks, Paul, for your help. It was just like,
Paul, if you wanna come to the club and pop champagne bottles with me tonight, you're welcome.
There we go, clubbing with my man,
Popping bottles.
And then after we pop one bottle, you then know what happens, Steve?
What's that?
And another one.
And another one. He knows his rap lyrics, Taylor. Congratulations. First guy to beat Rafa Nadal all season, and it's for the biggest win of your life. What a moment. What a 2 weeks. It's been such a pleasure having you here on the desk every time after those victories. Keep it rolling.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Wolfgang. Thanks, David Nankin. Thanks, team.
Taylor Fritz, your 2022 BNP Paribas Open champion. A moment he will remember for the rest of his life.